Worms Mansion, Solutions, Terrorblade, Tower. The mansion. Less than an hour. Oh, a failed ritual site. Argus? Ah, there you are. At last. You certainly took your time. I thought perhaps you got lost on the way here. I was already regretting not drawing you a map. Argus' relief is palatable even through his grousing. It's a treasure to see one's house in such a sorry state, and I always had a few guards in my service, you know. I hope that those blockheads died honorably and didn't simply flee at the first sight of danger. Harkins turns towards the corridor with a pensive expression on his face. My manor, you see, contains several items that are of great value to me. I wish to retrieve them before they are discovered by my fellow citizens, who in the current chaos seems to have taken to thieving and marauding like ducks to water. So here's what I want you to do. Take a stroll through my house, peek into the rooms, and if you find anyone, kill them on the spot. They'll teach any other opportunists to stay away from Harger's Worms Manor. While I was standing here by the entrance, I could clearly hear the sound of someone rooting around inside. Any possessions of mine you find in there, you can keep. It's all as good as lost to me anyway. When you're sure the house is empty, give me a signal from my study window. Wave a torch around or something like that. You can decide when you get there. I've done many things in my life, but playing the part of an intrepid mercenary rummaging through someone else's tastelessly decorated and poorly planned mansion is a novelty to me. How droll. I deeply regret that you had to participate in this, my dear Count. Come now, I love a good caper, even when the setting off offends my aesthetic sensibilities. You're not coming in with me? The very notion. You think I'll have guards to do my bidding just so I can put myself in danger along with them? No, no, no. I've taken on my fair share of risk already today. But all the same, you took the risk of coming here even though you were well aware of the danger. What is it that draws you so strongly like a moth to a flame? Camellia, that's enough. Oh, it seems I've hit a sore spot. She quickly covers the smile that flits across her face. All right, I understand. Well, get on with it. Are you waiting for a special order? I shall await your signal. Hargus pauses, and good luck in there, I suppose. Okay, she's still. Oh, that came off. Okay. What do you have? Oh yeah, the faith. And shield of faith gave +2 deflection. Before, let's do this formation. That's, first door.
Without a doubt.
But he did say whatever we find. A box with a variety of whips and floggers, a set of collars of various sizes, another first aid, chains, handcuffs, shackles, and a collection to rivals of prisons. Sickle will falter. Pass a reflex saving throw or become staggered for 1 round. Oh. Stop.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. Yet another obstacle.
Oh, there's more in there for sure. We're gonna put you at the end. You're gonna be staggered anyway. Where are... Oh, she's way in the back. Camellia, what is going on? I'm not sure. Oh, there. What is going on with the movement? I have no idea. There it is. This lasts 1 minute. Number the more alive. Succeeded.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I had to roll a 4 and rolled a 3. Do you have? Nope.
Out of my sight!
Sunder armor. Get you somewhere closer. And what do you have? Nah.
Do not hold back. Take that.
Oh, asleep. Nah, I want Sela to do it. But I think you can coop the ground, even though it don't really make. Fish. This is the kitchen, obviously. Onion soup. Oh, that was cool. Darren, are you better with... Let's see, 8.
You know nothing of style.
Oh, you can't use it. Let's see. +2 1 to 5. It's the same thing, but reflex save. Additional 1d3. 1d3. Paint it foul. That where we... Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
All this with the bow. At least it look like it's a bow. Oh yeah, you're staggered. Oh, I hate this so much. Can I put you to sleep? Go sleep. Amelia. What attack
For their
on?
hearts.
And Sela.
You won't survive me.
Critical hits.
Strike as one.
Doom.
I'll cut you wide open.
And charge. Oh. Oh. Okay, you got 14 to Camellia.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Let's see, how much will you heal her for? Not enough.
In yourself.
One is good enough. You can only get this once a day. No. Books, books, books. Can I give Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea by Jubilos. Jubilos. It is perhaps Avastan's most popular dish. It is the capital of Chaliax. It is baked in a cheese crusted and sprinkled with lemon juice. The local fishermen use a different cooking method in Cadero, which is on the opposite end of Avastan. There you will find the finely chopped and mixed cold ingredients. The exact origin of the dish remains unknown, but it is generally believed to have become invented in Andoran and spread across the globe by seafarers and pilgrims. It's served as plain pate in its most basic version. To prepare it, soak the herring in spice marinade, then mince it into a spreadable paste. Add a mashed sour green apple, hard-boiled quail eggs, and the freshest butter you can find, and half an onion. The list of ingredients may vary in the inlet regions. In the regions of near Mathis, beef or lamb is used for this snack. I once tasted a highly original and equally highly disgusting version cooked with milk and mushrooms on the border of Dorma. In Search of Joy, Confessions of a Heretic. I take a deep breath and stand still. I long to observe every moment of joy, inhale the exasperation of someone else's soul from their thickening blood. The border between reality and dream fades. It seems that everyone beyond the wall can hear the throbbing in my head, but it's only in my fantasy. A ringing silence fills the room. The fifth sacrifice has been made. My mistress, the beautiful of goddesses, will be happy. I will take care of everything. Fragrant flowers cut at the climax of their beauty are now part of the masterpiece, which is worthy of Shaylin herself. So what if the narrow-minded priest rejected me and my gift? I serve the never-fading rose herself, not the worms that bite into her stern and suck at her life-giving juices. It won't be long before I finish my job. I've already found the material. Her eyes are gray, and hair is dark blonde. She is fading into the dirt. I will rewrite her destiny. Huh. I wonder if they have a part 2. On the nature of the divine. Can a mortal become a god? is the very idea of blasphemy? Science relies on experience, where there may be evidence presented in support, but when science encounters theology, it recoils. The term evolution has no application in the divine spark that illuminates dull matter in incomprehensible ways. The foremost example is angels, to whom we owe the existence of our virtuous mortal souls, which brings us to a paradox. A mortal soul transforms into an immortal essence. There are many such breathtaking events, which each promise a connection to the divine. Sunny Serenade is perfect proof of this. The Starstone trials desecrated divinity, turned it into a god's exam, where any trickster with a handful of spells who can avoid some traps in a deadly maze may rise to divinity. Is the nature of divinity then so sacred indeed? Battle in the Valley of Fire by Luris Aldori. Argon was knocked flat. He lay gasping, arms spread, a lump of rage rising in his throat. He remembered his dreams, black soil, red ravens in the empty sky, their coarse croaks ringing in his ears like a taunt. Shora will never take Rosalind, never. Aldori sprang to his feet as if the blood-soaked soil was driving him forward. With a cry of rage, the warlord rushed into the battle. The sky turned scarlet with blood as he furiously chopped off his enemies' heads. The scarlet horizon drew closer, and its roar nearly drowned out the sound of battle. Argon looked to the sky, and a fiery blast descended upon him. These were no ravens that circled above him. The fearsome breath of the red dragons of Shoro melted the dragon's armor and turned the living flesh to ash and dust. That was Secret Overlords, the essence of the world order. Until recently, we knew this world as it was described in books and stories, a sewer torn apart by hyenas that separate us with nations and borders, oppress us with extortion and lies, and assert their authority and power. However, someone else's hand ruled these slaves who act like masters. It's a threat far more intimidating than a handful of arrogant fools. Our lands are secretly run by the most ancient creatures of Galorian, the inhabitants of the ever-dark depths, who know both past and future. People are led among paths they cannot see, and do not have the power to leave, to an end known only to our hidden masters. Some insist that the signs are purely coincidental, but they point to a vast conspiracy. Only a fool can fail to see how the myriad coincidences weave into a great cobweb. They have submitted their very will and sworn their allegiance to our unseen masters in the depth. Oh. One more. Adventures of Fearless Crusader Briggy the Sausage Maker by Berthamil from Pitex, the Sharp Word Publishing Company. For dinner, the wounded were served a cabbage soup. This dish didn't surprise them in the slightest. They had the same dish for dinner for a week. The hospital's residents used to be lucky enough to get potatoes and even turnips sometimes. But about a month ago, the Knights of the Order of the Thrice Holy Shining Sun and Dissipating Darkness Scimitar. But about a month ago, the Knights of the Order of the Thrice Holy Shining Sun and Dissipating Darkness Scimitar of our beloved goddess Serenray accidentally shot a catapult the wrong direction and annihilated the cart of the farmer who supplied the hospital with these vegetable delicacies. Ever since, the wounded only had cabbage soup for dinner, occasionally with a bit of protein when the odd cockroach crawled into the pot. After enjoying their delightful meal, the wounded stuffed their smoking pipes with something which rather more resembled hay than tobacco. Their bad habits demanded the inhalation of some smoke other than other mealtime. or other after mealtime, but which these practical matters happily resolved, they fell to talking. Which demon you think is the most dangerous? Asked Wozlik, the spearman, scratching the stub of his leg with the stub of his arm. I think it's Aracandil- Abrincadillis. Those monsters are cunning and sneaky, almost like Barrisons, and their teeth are even sharper. Look, he illustrated his point for his comrades by holding up his remaining fingers, two and a half of them. It depends the way you look at it, answered the Greggy the Iridaris. Though she could hardly look at it at all, her eyes were covered with bandages. Your abracadabras are easy pickings, but Baylor's are a different thing. He hits you with his whip, and your eyes pop out. She waves her pipe energetically, casting its contents into Wozlik's face. While the latter was coughing and brushing himself off, Briggy joined the conversation. Balurs and Brigandulus are alright, I suppose, but I say there isn't a demon in the world scarier than a regular louse. Of course, the other demons can teleport places, but the louse doesn't even need to do that. Whenever you look, it's already there. Then he stuck his hand under his shirt, pulled out the subject of his speech from somewhere in his armpit, and demonstrated it to his friends. You can run away from a big demon with a whip, but who can run away from lights? They say everyone, from the front fronter to the general. Even the queen herself isn't immune. Now, you might say it doesn't do much harm. After all, how much blood can one louse drink? But I'm telling you, though, how much soldiers' blood they've drunk altogether. It's gotta be a whole sea, wouldn't you think? More than all the demons in the abyss. And if anyone tells me a louse isn't a demon, then ha to them. Could a monster like that come from anywhere besides the abyss? Oh, okay. Oh, this is a lot of. The Crusaders as Seen by Ordinary Folk by Tilius Marat. A story recorded by Tilius Marat from the words of Warren, a peasant from the village of Darkfords. Want to know why they call old Ginger the Crusader? This is what happened. Ogar, the farmer, died, leaving three sons. The two older ones divided the land and lived their lives, and Genty, the youngest one, was a square peg in a round hole, as they say. He only knew how to bask under a tree and eat pies. What was he to do? Where could he apply himself? So he got himself a rusty old sword from the blacksmith's backyard, mounted his skinny horse, and rode off over the hills and far away. Sooner or later, he came to a castle. Inside it, there was a knight's wife sitting around waiting for her husband to return from the Crusaders. So Jenny sat down next to her, saying, "Fair lady, your husband is a great man, and you deserve all compassion. I am a Crusader myself, and used to fight the horrible spawn of the world wound." So he's lying? And so on he rambled. He sat behind the stone walls for months, gained 10 pounds, became even more well-groomed, and in the end looked like a baron. But he grew bored of the knight's wife, who was always pale and sad and cried for days praying the serenade. So Genty waved her goodbye and went on his way. He rode and saw a mill on a river, and the miller's wife, rosy cheeks, plucked his partridge. Alright, Jenny cozied up to her, saying, "Lady Miller's wife, does your husband happen to be home?" "No, my good sir. Last year the fate dragged him into the river," he said. So Jenny invited himself to stay at the mill. He lay on a soft bed, eating pies, drinking beer, and walking around the village. He had some nerve, told everyone at the village tavern what a seasoned crusader he was. He feared no demon and promised to show them what's what. So one moonlit night, when he was huffing and puffing on the He felt her grabbing his back so strongly, so strongly that he couldn't stand. He looked down, and there she was, a crone, horrible like a skeleton, with a crooked nose, eyes like embers, a hollow stomach, ribs sticking out, and claws instead of nails, sticking up a ripened grave. Try as he might, Jenny couldn't get away. The crone held him tight with hissing. Where are you going, my sweet crusader? Come on, come on, put your bun in my oven. And she stuck out her long tongue and licked her rotten teeth. Somehow, Jenny wiggled away, leaving plenty of his skin and meat on her claws. He ran from the mill in a panic, ran all the way to the village, naked and bleeding. So he's running and yelling, Demons! Demons! Well, the locals gathered with their axes and pitchforks and came to the mill, but it was empty. The crone was gone. They did find an ugly horse in the basement, though. They knew it was the miller's wife by her hair and clothes. That's when Jenny lost his mind. Now he sits under his brother's window, staring into the distance, saying, The demons are coming, the demons are coming. That's the only thing he'll say. Battle in the Valley of Fire by Luris Ardori. Oregon was not. No. Wait. I read this. This is next. Guide for Travelers, Hunters, and Explorers of the River Kingdoms, Volume 5, Monsters and Beasts. Will-O-Wisp. An amusing glowing ball which looks harmless and doesn't arouse any natural suspicion. Pretends to be a guiding light in the marshes, but leads travelers to certain death. The agonizing fear of their victims is this monstrous, nourishing dinner. If you manage to resist their tricks, make sure you have some electrical protection. The monster electrocutes any visitors it fails to lure into terror. Werewolves prefer to hunt in groups and attack lone travelers. It's entirely possible that a Varicen camp or a troop can turn into a pack of bloodthirsty lycanthropes under the cover of darkness. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against them, but a silver blade greatly increases your chance of survival. Primals. Powerful creatures of the primal realm occasionally visit this world for amusement. It's best to stay out of a primal's way. Don't fight it. It's extremely dangerous, but if a life is at stake, resort to cold steel. You read that. Prodigal Sons. It's done, I said. Milligan studied me with narrow eyes. You look awfully clean, he said. Where's the knife? In answer, the first shouts went up from the end. Fire! Screams Ilna, and the other voices joined hers. In an instant, Milligan's entrepreneurial instincts took over, and he sprang from the door, tossing the crossbow aside. Outside the roof of the inn were already smoking oily black against the sunset, flames flicking through the thatching in places. With a scream of pain, Milligan ran for the creek. I looked to Fargus, needing no further cue. We each grabbed up armfuls of supplies and sprinted off in the opposite direction. After 10 minutes of leaped brambles and ducked branches, we stopped to catch our breath. Back the way we come, the smoke was still visible though the sounds have faded to just the faint and frantic feeling of church bells. That was close, Fargus said, leaning against a tree and breathing hard. Agreed. I paused, staring down at the cloak full of bread that now made up our sole professions. Then the sound of the bell reminded me of something. About what you said back there, I said. You said shelling. I thought you were a priest of Desna. Fargus fronted. A man's fate is a personal thing, he said, tying up the cloak. Now shut up and keep running. And we did. Fairy Tales of Avistan. A long, long time ago, in a time before remembering, there was a furious god known as Rabagog, a terrible giant worm with thousands teeth and claws. He devoured every world in his path, one after another. But the great god was displeased with the beast and delivered unto Rabagog their scourge. Many laid down their feuds to combine forces: mighty Torag, brilliant Sarenrae, vicious Asmodeus, crafty Callistra, cold-blooded Pharasma, and many others. Together they faced Rabagog as he arrived to swallow Golorian. The goddess of the sun, Sarenrae, forbade Rabagog's death. So the gods imprisoned the fiend deep in the ground, shackled and sleeping. Asmodeus himself would keep the keys to his binds. The terrible monster remains there still, asleep in his prison. Whenever Rabagog rolls over in his sleep and scratches his back against his prison walls, the earth trembles and volcanoes spit fire. The notes of a traveling priest, Thuliac, by Tyron Dean. Imagine this. A girl, whose name I shall not disclose, comes to town and immediately purchases the most expensive suburban villa. This newcomer spends unfathomable amounts of charity, even returning several tragically perished citizens to life at her own expense. She's very young. Her rough speech and manners indicate that she's not of noble birth. This leaves the whole town wondering, how did this young girl come into possession of such a huge fortune? And why does she spend it so eagerly? Those secrets were revealed to me when I was invited to the mysterious girl's house to provide healing services. The young lady reluctantly displays something she's been hiding from everyone: terrible acid burns. She forestalled any questions with a simple word: Thuliac. The monstrous black dragon's name was well known in the River Kingdoms. She's lived in the regions for hundreds of years, inspiring terror and emptying settlements. Many experienced dragon hunters attempted to put a stop to her, and all perished. No one knew where Thuliac's lair was and where she would strike next. The wounds Thuliac's acid breath left on my patient's body was terrible, but her soul was hurt much worse. The girl and her friends had found the lair of the dragon. They could have gathered hunters to destroy the monster, but they instead kept silent and searched for profit. When the lair's mistress was absent, they would carry treasure out, little by little. Thuliac suspected something was happening, so she set an ambush for the thieves, and they were dealt with cruelly. My patient pretended to be dead, surviving while the dragon devoured the bodies of her friends. She had much gold left at her disposal, but it came with the burden of memories that recalled devastated cities and countless people burned by acid. Unable to tolerate the guilt, the girl tried to atone for ill-gotten gains with good deeds. I was able to heal her physical wounds. When we parted, she told me she planned to spend the rest of her wealth organizing an expedition to Thuliac's lair to end the beast. I recently heard rumor that the villa had been abandoned for quite some time now. It's possible the owner left for other lands, but my heart tells me her bones lie in the lair of Thuliac, that winged terror and played to the River Kingdoms. A thousand revolutions. For the third night in a row, I dreamt of great gardeners knocking at my door. I cannot believe it is my turn to be cut down by a blade washed in the blood of 1,000 revolutions as a wave of popular outrage washed over me. As my head tumbles down the steps of the scaffold, we take up the sword, and by it we perish. Once we struck down the imperial scum, but now it is we who must face the blade. The insurgent beast called revolution will never be sated. It needs new victims. This time it's my comrades and I. The cruelty of the hoarders in power echoes in the cruelty of the paupers, now intoxicated by their own freedom. We wanted change? Well, here it is. This is a country now of mad fanatics, fighting their treacherous past every day. Former friends are today's foes. My workshop has been converted into a secret headquarters. If I could do it all over again, I will repair my easel and refrain from the cause that has sent me down this path. Last one. Shadows of Absalom by Pax Grumrutta. Luan Quaint peeped through a slit in the widow's shutter. The visitor was staggering at the porch. Luan Juan had promised himself many centuries ago that he'd never have to deal with halflings again after the case of the clockwork head. Even the bleaching is better than some adventurers. However, there was something disturbing in the visitor's appearance. Something was wrong. What do you say, Kexi? His assistant sat at the next window with yarn and needles and knitting needles in her hands. Look at his clothes. They're secondhand. He's a hobo. He is, but you're not quite right. Look at his feet. Kexi looked, trying to make out at least something in faint light of the lantern above the door. Are those? He was shackled? Rather than answering, the gnome stepped towards the door. We shall need a doctor. As if to prove his words, the guest faltered and collapsed onto the knees and fell headfirst in the doorstep.
Rely on me.
The door to the garden is blocked. Opening is currently impossible. A heavy blunt object was clearly used to try to break down the door. The lock is broken and the door cannot be opened. Go back before we go forward.
I found.
Ooh.
Something.
Camellia?
Death is life's final surprise.
You have this?
And I enjoy surprising people. I am helpful, am I not?
Sophisticated instruments of torture. The purpose of some of them can only be guessed. This is where we started. Yeah. We just have this.
A bright future awaits us.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Make every strike count.
Alright. Ember. Sleep. You're almost dead. I should have slept the other one. What is Ember's DC? 16. They just have been. A lot of people just been rolling poorly.
The spirits demand your blood.
Oh, Camelia's in the way.
to the fray.
What is this? That's wait. Why are you using this?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Did you see that?
He's asleep. So how? Okay, he's asleep. I guess. Even though I'm sure one hit's gonna knock him down. Pick the lock. 75 should be enough.
I hope you appreciate this.
Ooh. First roll +1 to all saving throws against fear effects. Though, nah, she's fine with it. Number is so small. Second floor we go. Let's go. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's do this first. On second thought, let's go through here. Pretty sure there's plenty of things on this end.
Crusading isn't that boring after all.
Attack!
Oh. Fortitude. What does a perk force do again? I don't know why I thought it was a critical hit and not a hit. Once per round, stunned for 1 round. Okay. And then here. Gonna need this. And then Darren can only go 5 feet. Because he is staggered. Alright, I'm pretty sure you're immune to sleep. Oh, nope. No, you're not. And
You won't survive me.
Sunder.
We shall overcome.
7. Ooh. Huh.
You are today's sacrifice.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
10. Go a little further for Bane. One succeeded, one failed. I should have did Doom. Succeeded.
Endure this.
5. 7.
Contemplate on your mistakes. Do not hold back.
Lilia needs to be healed. But
Go for their hearts.
do you have enough? Yeah.
No glory without risk.
And
Magritio, Turinos.
Doom. When in doubt, doom it out. Demoralize. Not doom, demoralize.
Make every strike count.
We have another magic essence. 3 more to go.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
The Scary cultist and
Do not
estimate.
Do not waver.
Baphomet. Oh, he succeeded. Can we get the Scary? Hold. Okay, held in place. Critical hits. Did you roll a 20 or roll a 17? Oh yeah, that was I don't know which one you're held, so. Oh, he succeeded. Oh, lay on hands, so attack.
Into the fray.
Great. And take a bite. Oh, wait. Let's see. Baphomet. Do a 5 foot. Can you?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Darren. What is this?
I will see to your demise.
Oh, I should have healed Sela. I need you to. Almost. With the faith.
I'll cut you wide open. Okay. Can we do this as a move? Yeah. And attack.
Light, take you.
Miss.
You won't survive me.
You getting? Oh, you're not. You're too far out.
Precision and grace.
Can use lumber. Okay, and 5 foot.
The spirits demand your blood.
No glory without risk.
And he should die once he stands. Yep. Play side. Bow, scimitar. Before that,
You're a good person. I like you.
number Sela. It's good enough.
beckons.
Need to start doing smite, but I keep forgetting about it. So middle. Light of the Angel. That should hit almost everyone.
Endure this!
5. And here. Bang. There's a babao somewhere. Oh, there it goes. Camellia succeeded. Okay. Real sickening. I need the bow. Failed. Sela Cambion.
No mercy for the wicked.
Crit. Yeah, we're gonna need this penalty, so prayer. And need you to move. Character Incria has 2 bonuses of the same type to reflex. They don't add up. Only the biggest. Lucky break. Is it the lucky or prayer? Oh, everyone else can use it.
Strike as one.
Oh wait, I do have 50.
Make every strike count.
Well, good. Oh, I keep, we're gonna need. Camellia, what is your AC now? Crap.
So this is how it feels.
Okay. Oh, smart maneuvering. Alright, bow is down. Let him stay down.
The fray.
At least for now. I am not healing her yet. Let's try.
I'll make short work of this.
Attack!
Okay, Land, we need you to finish him off.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ember, do you have enough to go to... Nope. We're gonna delay you.
The light, take you.
And you missed. Darren, do you have enough? Oh, you are almost gone. Let's just see. I think that's gonna... I don't think he has selective channeling. No, he doesn't. That's gonna hit everyone. Well, it may not. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know how this works. I think we did Camilliar. We're gonna just skip it. Cause you can also the glass.
This ends you.
You see that the save and throw?
You won't survive me.
Only 2 attacks and both miss. Yeah, we're gonna smite you.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
13. Smite gave a +4.
Out of my sight!
Oh, 0. And we do Doom. The Morlai, not Doom. Oh, I think that's one of the first time we failed at that. DC 18. Oh, roll the 1. Wait. Oh, he has a DC 18. Gotcha.
We
think.
shall overcome.
There we go. So,
You can trust me.
Smile.
Darren.
The world's not ending just yet.
Help her.
Together we stand.
I'm gonna save that.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
You as well.
Yes.
19.
I stand ready.
Is that a trap? It
Oh.
might be
Camellia, let's go.
Wonder.
Uh-huh.
I am helpful, am I not?
Ooh. Short bow of cold. +1 attack rolls against chaotic. Can you? You can, but don't. Ember, I'm pretty sure you have a minus something with attacks because of blackened. Weapon attack roll. No. +1, 1 to 8. +2, 1 to 6. Yeah. The door. Secret. Locked.
Open your
Camellia.
heart to me.
Hmm.
Our path leads on.
We still have the other side of the hall. Okay, everyone, I think we got the storyteller, we updated Irobeth, we're almost, we've got Darren, and we're on the second floor of Worm's Mansion. Unless there's a third floor, we only have this side left. And then, oh, and we found Aranka. So we've been doing decent timing. Decent. I think we've only rested once. Twice. I think that will be it for the day. Thank you if you lasted this long, and I will see you next time.